tell you a little bit more about us. But I made a boo-boo on the program. So, because I made a point not to make this a campaign situation. So I invited elected officials and I invited candidates that are concerned about human trafficking in Gwinnett. And just my luck, well, you know, putting on a program like this, we really been up a lot of nights. So I have to ask an individual to stand because her name was accidentally omitted off the program. Rebecca, could you stand, please? Rebecca's been really engaged with helping me make sure that we pull this off and how relevant it is in this community. Rebecca, I love you, you know, you've been talking to me. See, she sometimes has to stay up with me too. So I just wanted to recognize Rebecca because she was left off the program for our candidates that are running for office, that people need to know what their positions are. So feel free to talk to them later. But now I want to take the time and turn it over to Andy so that we can get this show on the road.
As you all know, also the governor's office has made sex trafficking a major component of their platform of what they're recognizing this year. And regardless of party and political affiliation, I think it's important to recognize the efforts they put into this. Most recently, they've established a task force, which has made some busts, some here in Gwinnett County, on this very same issue. We have a representative from the governor's office, Sebastian there, who's here this evening. Sebastian, you want to say a few words about what the governor's doing, so people know? Give me a hand, give a round of applause.
Thank you for having me. Good to be in Gwinnett County this evening to talk about a serious issue that's affecting everyone in the state in different ways. First, I know we're going to get into a lot of more detail about it, but first I'd like to talk about how we got here, why this problem has become such an epidemic across the state. Primarily because you have the same bad actors that once were in drug trafficking or drug dealing industry have shifted their efforts towards human trafficking. Primarily because, for example, you're a drug dealer, you have a kilo of cocaine, you sell it to someone for $30,000, now you got to take that money and buy some more cocaine. You're a human trafficker if you purchase a 10-year-old girl from someone, a mother, or any instances where you might buy a young person, say you purchase them for $10,000. You don't have to invest more money to keep that reoccurring revenue. And you have a young lady, these are gruesome facts, but I'll just explain it to you. Might have a young girl that's 10, 12 years old. The younger they are, the more valuable they are to these perverted johns. So you might be able to make $3,000 to $5,000 per man willing to have sex with that young girl. Do that 20 times a day, you're talking about $60,000. And you keep doing it every day for a month, you're talking a lot of money. So that's how the problem got to where it is now. And that's why the demand is so high because of these jobs. So that's where we are right now. Now I'll tell you what we're doing about it at the state level. The legislation coming up is 3 key legislations. The first one is dealing with what can we do to put more punishment on these junks, or these sick perverts out there that's using young people, not just girls, but young boys in this way. Thank you. If you're involved in sex trafficking crime now, because a lot of these men that are doing are travelers, they're truck drivers, they're people who are visitors. You will not only face felony charges, but also have your commercial license taken from whether you in Georgia permanently. So that affects not just the jail time, but keeps them from being able to earn a living with their commercial licensing, because those CLDs are something that are hard to get, hard to maintain. You want to put some tie in there to hold them accountable for their actions. Because the whole reason we're here is because of them, the demand right now. Another thing is, this is a very unfortunate part of it. Right now, Joe, we have a loophole in our law where if you have an adopted child, you can legally have a sexual relationship with them at 16, once they turn 16 years old.
Oh, hell no.
So we're presenting legislation to close that loophole in the state, so that's no longer legal. The third thing is you have victims. Just like we were talking about earlier, we do our stings across the state. One of the biggest ones was during the Super Bowl last year. During that sting operation, the state arrested 168 guns and recovered about 18 young women. So when you get recovered and pulled from that sex trafficking life, you have a life after that, where you're trying to get back in school. You're trying to make a living. You're trying to reestablish yourself mentally. So along with that, we are sealing the records of young ladies who have arrests tied to being in human trafficking. Because unfortunately, you might have a young lady who gets pulled out of the industry or rescued, and they're 18 years old. At that point, they might be sex trafficked or having sex for money for 4 or 5 years, and they got 30, 40 arrests in their record for prostitution. And it's hard to get employers, unfortunately, don't give you the benefit of the doubt. So we're helping to seal those records, get it expunged so they can have a fair shot at a life beyond human trafficking. So those are the 3 main key areas. There's others that we're working on, but that's something that I just wanted to share with y'all. And also, if you want to get involved with what the First Lady is doing, the Grace Commission, that's basically a commission that the First Lady formed to consolidate efforts across the state, because we have so many different nonprofits, initiatives being taken place. We want to look at what are the best ideas. What's working out in Gwinnett, what's working in Cobb, what's working in Bill, because every county, all 159 counties, unfortunately, we have sex trafficking, human trafficking issues, because we got demand is there. So the Grace Commission helps to consolidate those efforts and see what we can do collectively to fight against this. Because a problem that we didn't have to deal with the previous generation, and we don't want to deal with the next generation. So I'm always happy and available to talk further about it and other issues you might be on your agenda or things you want to know what's going on in the Capitol. So thank you for having me, and I look forward to hearing from everybody this evening.
You have a website? You have a website? You can just say it.
Okay.
Just tell your website.
Oh, I don't have a website,
All right,
but
Instagram or something.
You can always just contact the Grace Commission through me at the governor's office, and then get in contact with those different agencies and legislators, and also those in our office that are working to combat this issue.